For our demonstration on functionality on our high-fidelity internship application prototype, we are presenting 4 key use cases that users interacting with the system may encounter. The typical users in mind to complete these tasks and interact with the system include, but are not limited to, students that are applying for internship credit, instructors or advisors approving the student credit applications, and the supervisors of the students that have approved internship applications. The first user story we're going to be looking at is user creates and submits an application. To do this, we're going to navigate to the internship application portal. Our internship application portal can be found at this URL. Just a few things to note about the portal. Typically, users will have to create an account and sign into the portal, except for supervisors, but that will be discussed later. The account that we're currently in is a developer account, so it also has more viewing access to all of the components, including the ability to create applications and seeing both of the departmental queues we've created. However, typically, if a student is using the portal, they will only have the application tab, and if an instructor or advisor is using the portal, they only have the My Approvals tab. So to submit an application, we're going to navigate to the Application tab and click the New button at the top right corner. This will then display a pop-up box that allows the user to choose which department they want to submit an application for. Our project included both MIS and International Business, and while both have different applications, in the interest of time, we're only going to show the submission of an MIS application. As you can see, we have our application split into 2 columns. The application information pertinent to us is in the left-hand column. And as a note, we were not able to hide or delete the fields in the right-hand column. We're just instructing that users not populate them. So we're going to fill out the required fields and then skip down to the supervisor input box. So we're going to put in Hunter Joyner, a FIG 811, graduating in 2019, and then navigate down to the supervisor input box. Here, students are allowed to search to see if the supervisor's name has been previously entered into the system by another student, or they can input the information themselves. So to do that, we would click on New Contact. On this pop-up box, again, not all the fields need to be filled out, as pertinent information is only the supervisor first name, last name, and their email address. So we're going to make that me. And click Save. And from there, we can click Save on the application itself. Here you see that we have a case number assigned to us, which ends with 1140, and if we go back to the Application tab, we can see that 1140 is right here. The second user story we're going to focus on is Advisor Updates Application Status. To do this, we're going to navigate to the My Approvals tab. And there you'll see that we can go to the MIS support queue. And from there, we're going to select the most recently created case, which is ours, ending with 1140. From Community, you can see all of the information that the student has submitted, including the student name, 811, graduation year, and the supervisor that we input. So typically, to approve an application in Community, you would click on this pencil, click on the drop-down, and then select Approved or Denied, and then scroll down and click Save. However, with our project and process flow, we discovered a new bug in Salesforce that does not allow us to approve from Community. But prior to discovering the bug, you could click Save and it would change the status to be approved. The third user story is System Sends Survey Out. We have this set up to where after we have approved an application, in the interest of time and demonstrating functionality, an email is immediately sent to the supervisor. We've pulled up an email from a previously approved case to demonstrate how we have pulled the student name, which would be Hunter Joyner, from the case and input it into the template, and that our link takes us to the survey that we have created so that companies can evaluate the performance of our students. Lastly, we want to show that to see an application status, a user would simply log into the system and click on the Application tab if they're a student and look in the status column for their application. And if it was an instructor or advisor, they would navigate to the My Approvals, go to their queue, and look in the status section.